some of my favorite records to find at flea markets and Goodwill especially are 45 RPM records. And I've only been collecting 45 RPM records for a month, and I have a pretty good collection already. They're cheap when you find them in the right place. So I'm gonna go through my collection so far and kind of explain where I got it and stuff like that. Um, I got quite a bit of Elvis here too, by the way. I'm gonna show off some of today's haul though, because I actually got some at Goodwill today. Every single 45 RPM record I have, I'm gonna show off today. So this is, I'm trying to find an opening. There are like 3 openings on this cover here. Gotta fix that. Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and his Comets. I listened to this one. I enjoyed it. It also has 13 Women. Same guy. Definitely a keeper for sure. And then the whole lot that I got today, for only $5, by the way, at Goodwill, there was only one stinker. And that's up on the wall of shame now. I now have a wall of shame that I put stinker records on. All of these are not stinkers, by the way, in case you're wondering. All the ones that are up there, they're just empty sleeves that I put up on the wall for decoration. A lot of them are really good albums I really enjoy, except Randy Newman. I really do not like Randy Newman. Anyway, next off, I actually got this at the record store for free because he had no idea where it came from. And it was not in good shape. It was in kind of rough shape. It's Elvis Presley though, so that's what fired my rocket a little bit there. So it's Hard Headed Woman and Don't Ask Me Why. I really enjoyed this album, or this, not album, but these songs. It's a 45 RPM singles, so it only has 2 songs on it. Don't Ask Me Why and Hard Headed Woman. I enjoy listening to that one. I had to clean it up quite a bit, but it cleaned up pretty nice. So, more Elvis Presley here. I'm just going to go through all my Elvis ones. Money Honey and One-Sided Love Affair. This is the one I got today. One of the 2 Elvis 45s that I got today in a $5 lot at Goodwill. So, this one, I'm excited because I like Elvis 45s. They're kind of a must-have, in my opinion. If I can get find more of my Elvis ones. Here we go. This one actually it's an EP, not a single. Has 4 songs on it. It has Blue Suede Shoes, Tutti Frutti. This is Elvis Presley. I Got a Woman and Just Because. I love this one a lot, actually. I enjoy listening to that one. This is probably my favorite of the Elvis ones. Let me go through more of these. A lot of these are really old musicians, music and stuff like that. Another Elvis one is I Can't Help Falling in Love and Rockahula Baby. I love Rockahula Baby, by the way. One of my favorites. Some more Elvis right here. And this is, I think, one that no, this isn't one I got today. Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear. This is an EP. True Love, Loving You, and Party. Yeah, this is not one that this is one I got at a flea market, actually, not at Goodwill. And the disappointment of today's lot. And yes, it is an Elvis one. But I got it working, and I got it unwarped a little bit. It's playable, kind of-ish. But as you can see, this is not a full circle. It kind of has like a, here comes old flat top. If you get that reference, it's a little bit flat up here. But it's Any Way You Want Me and Love Me Tender, which I love Me Tender. So, and this is one of the only ones that I have that actually has the original like casing or like the original like sleeve on it. A lot of them have generic sleeves. Like this Foreigner 45 RPM was just the MCA or RCA. This is Foreigner. I got this for $1 at a flea market. The songs on it are Waiting for a Girl Like You and I'm Gonna Win. So those are the songs on that one. But anyway, yeah, Elvis Presley. This one, it'll play, but I should probably look into replacing the record on it. This one was an interesting find in my lot for today. Souvenir record from Coke Time, Eddie Fisher. So I kind of got excited because I saw this and I thought it was like autographed by chance, but no, that's fake. Unfortunately, I was like, shit, I just made a fuck ton of money. But this has got Wish You Were Here, not Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. This is orchestral music, really old music. I'll Hold You in My Heart and Lady of Spain. Not my favorite out of the lot, unfortunately. Even with as interesting as it is. And I'm Walking Down Behind You, Downhearted, and Outside of Heaven. This has Coca-Cola on it, which I thought was interesting because this might have been like sent out by the Coca-Cola company in the 50s. And I can see here, it has writing from the people that owned it before me. And it says, from Miss Cox to Will on February 1957. So that's when this record was gifted to Will. So I don't know if Will is alive anymore. So if not, rest in peace, Will. But I will take good care of this for you, bud. This one I got at the flea market that I volunteer at some days. And this was an interesting find. It's the end title theme from Jaws and the main title theme from Jaws. It's the like Jaws soundtrack, but on 45 and just two of the songs on there. One of my favorite bands of all time. And I found this for $1 at the flea market, and that I volunteer at, and I was like, I'm picking this up. It's the Doobie Brothers. It has the song "Real Love" and "Thank You Love" on it. Michael McDonald, I think, changed the Doobie Brothers forever. I love Michael McDonald a lot. I loved his work on Asia. I loved his work with the Doobie Brothers, stuff like that. Love him a lot. Andy Gibb and Victoria Principal, I got this for $2 actually at Goodwill a while back. Not today, different time. And it has the casing and stuff like that, and it has some really good songs. I was really excited to find this. I really liked this one. It has All I Have to Do Is Dream and Good Feeling on it. This one I've had. I don't know where I got it, but it's broken, which is unfortunate because I really like this album. It's Nick Lowe and Dave Edmunds singing to Everly Brothers. It's good, but I need to get a replacement for it because it is cracked. This one was interesting. I found this at the record store in my town, I believe. This has I either got it at the record store or I think it was a record store though. It's Motley Crue, okay? Slice of Your Pie and Without You. So I was kind of hyped to see a Motley Crue 45 RPM record, especially since a lot of my 45s are like old music. This one was also really interesting. Les Paul and Mary Ford. Of course, Les Paul is always doing stuff with Mary Ford. It has Mr. Sandman on it, which is like a really popular song on TikTok now for some reason. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. Something like that. Whatever. It's a different version on this 45 EP though. And it has Mr. Sandman, That's What I Like. I Need You Now, and The Things I Didn't Do. All of these are covers, I think. But it's Les Paul and Mary Ford singing. And Les Paul obviously playing guitar. Les Paul sounds familiar. Les Paul is a guitar brand. This one came with Songs in the Key of Life. And I don't have that record, but I do have this 45. And it's not in the best condition. It skips. Surprisingly, it skips. And half of the stuff that actually all of the stuff that I got at Goodwill and the flea market, stuff like that, don't skip. But this does, out of all things. The Warped one doesn't even skip. The Warped Elvis record doesn't even skip. This one I got at the flea market I volunteer at. This is BB King's Get Off My Back Woman, and Why I Sing the Blues. I love BB King. It's one of my favorites. Three Dog Night. This was interesting. It's got ABC Records sleeve. This has Till the World Ends, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because it's in a different language, but it's Yo Te Quiero Hablar. I did try to pronounce that. Take You Down. This one was another interesting one that I found at the flea market. It's the Marvelettes. The songs are So Long Baby and Please Mr. Postman. I know that from the Beatles actually, but this is an interesting find here. I enjoy listening to that one. It's fun. These are the really old ones I found in Goodwill today and a lot, along with the Warped Elvis one and another Elvis one. This is Joe Stafford with Paul Weston and his orchestra, Make Love to Me and Adios Amigo. Joe Stafford, Paul Weston. The orchestras. Got three left, stick around. The Coasters, Searchin', and Youngblood by the Coasters. Love this one. Got this today in the $5 lot at Goodwill. Another one is the McGuire Sisters. Also really love this one. Never heard of them until today, and I enjoyed listening to this one. The songs on it are Muskrat Ramble and Lonesome Polecat. Those were interesting. Last and not least, well, probably least. No, not least. I don't know. Can't remember much about. Oh, yeah, this one's good. This is Tommy Sands, Hep D Hootie, which is an interesting name. Older songs have different names, cringeworthy names today, but I mean, they're good. You know, things are different back then. And Teenage Crush, love that one. So, good. I have found some pretty good stuff to add to my 45 collection. And here's one that I haven't listened to yet, but I'm fixing to. This is Rosemary Clooney and Jim Boyd, Little Josie and Dennis the Menace, which is, Dennis the Menace is based off of the comic strip, obviously. Everyone knows that. That's how you know these are old. We had that one that I said had literally 1950 something written on, 57 or something like that, written on it. So that's how you know these are old as hell. So yeah, taking care of those now. Going to be listening to those, except the one on the wall. It's on the wall of shame. I did not like that one. Doris Day sucks. Anyway, peace out, everybody.